On a clear day, rise and look around you, and you'll see who you are. On a clear day, how it will astound you that the glow from your...
Growing up as an immigrant was kind of challenging for me because in my environment, being different wasn't really something that was promoted and celebrated. So part of myself learned to dislike being Asian. And so this project is about turning my problem into a message, into something that I can solve. So I invite young people to come in and to solve it together. Okay, but this is something that I present to people, but the story is much more. It's about exploring the identity. It's about acceptance. It's about encouraging young people to learn about their roots, to be part of reshaping the perception about immigrants.
Often something that it kind of happens with people who live in a diaspora, especially the second generation or third generation. And there's a kind of feeling of not really belonging anywhere, not being like properly one thing or the other. And I wonder if that's something that's come up in what you've been doing, and like how you hold space for that.
To join like the activity that you have with like the your program, or is just only interviewing before, or and is your parents the only one that you talk about from the older generation, or are you talking with like your aunties or other old people from the Vietnam that
in the farmer? And also it because they doesn't know about how to use, and it's very newness for them, so they have a lack of familiarity of this innovation. Women, by providing them with access to resources, information on opportunities, and challenging traditional gender norms, and promoting gender equality in the agricultural practices. And it will be increase the community engagement. Then when community are actively involved in the environment.
Every Thursday, there's a farmer's market right outside my back door. And that's where I get my produce, right? There's a butcher just right around the corner that raises their own lambs and their own cattle. And I know I can see in the pigs in the fields, I can see them romping in the sunshine.
But actually, like a young farmer like Didi, I think we have such a, how can I, perspective, nice future for farmer in Indonesia. So keep fighting.
Absolutely.
I start to feel like, well, why is there a question? And I start to feel like I actually cannot give an absolute answer. So I start to question for myself, why is this important? Because this is my life right now. So this is a grand mix of different things. And I feel like it's very difficult to say where I'm from. And actually the place that I was born in, I feel like it really defines me very little to this point. Therefore, I started to think about, well, also the people that I know, and to be honest, everyone. I feel like, well, why is this where you're from question so fundamental in human cultures in general? Because, well, even if you have, like, well, you're not living abroad, or you're not working with people from different nationalities all the time.
Many of the countries, they had a very interconnected supply chain management. So this is really important part in the business area. But later, after we having this COVID-19, they found this is all broken because the disconnections between the supply chain and then the pipeline is not good. So many of the country, they are bringing back to their own country of those productions or manufacturing things.
And our Prime Minister at the time saying, there is no such thing as a global citizen. If you are a citizen of everywhere, then you are a citizen of nowhere. And like, I'm in a sort of nationalistic soup of post-Brexit horror, and watching all those walls go back up again. and seeing over 50% of the population vote to cut off international ties. And
compared to other places that I've seen that do follow more traditional societal structures and remember that harmony and strive for the harmony and peace that we have the capacity for as human beings. And many of those are what we call underdeveloped or developing countries, or which I don't like even worse is third world countries. Yet his microphone is not working.
Yes.
So he said it.
I see.
On a clear day, on a clear day, you can see forever.